The New England Patriots had the loudest week of any NFL team in early May, and nobody on the outside has put all of it together yet. Stefon Diggs walked out of a courtroom not guilty. A.J. Brown quietly told the world he knows where his future is heading. A second-round rookie has the entire coaching staff buzzing in a way you have not heard since the Tom Brady era. And a single fullback signing is being whispered about as the secret weapon of the offseason. You add it up, and a 14-win team somehow looks meaner than it did in February. The center of all of it is still Drake May, 23 years old, 4,394 passing yards last season, 31 touchdowns, 72% completion, the highest passer rating in football at 113.5. He finished one MVP vote behind Matthew Stafford, and the gap between them was the closest in years. Now he gets a healthier offensive line, a real fullback, a new starting tackle in Caleb Lomu, and a wide receiver room about to get rewritten in a single phone call. There is one signing this team will close in early June, and when it lands, the AFC East is officially over. You will hear exactly which call later in this video. The defense is where the real noise is hiding. Christian Gonzalez locking down a sideline. Milton Williams and Christian Barmore wrecking interiors. Kevin Byard, a first-team All-Pro, joining a secondary already on the All-Star tier. And then there is the rookie Mike Vrabel, almost canceled his own draft strategy to get. Coaches use the word ecstatic about him. He wears Vrabel's old number. By the end of this video, you will know why Foxborough thinks he is the next Matthew Judon, why one Super Bowl rematch on the 2026 schedule is the loudest game on the calendar, and why this team wins 12 games minimum next season. Stick around because the wave is bigger than you think. But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more Patriots and all the NFL content. Let's aim for 500 likes on this video. The headline news: on May 5th, 2026 carried more weight than a single court verdict. A Massachusetts jury cleared Stefon Diggs of felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault and battery in roughly 90 minutes of deliberation. He hugged his legal team. He cried. He walked out a free man and an unsigned NFL free agent at 33 years old. Every team in the league with a wide receiver question now has to ask whether the most productive Patriots receiver from the 2025 season belongs back in their building. The Patriots, of course, sit at the top of the line of teams forced to answer. The reality is colder than the emotion. New England released Diggs in March for one reason: salary cap. His $26.5 million cap hit was dead weight on a roster trying to extend a Super Bowl window, and when the team offered him a restructure, he passed. The Patriots pivoted instantly, signing Romeo Doubs to a deal worth around $18 million per year and slotting him into the same Z receiver role Diggs played. Doubs is 26 years old, 6'2", and coming off 724 yards in Green Bay. He is the new starter. The role Diggs occupied is filled, and on paper, there is no obvious lane back into Foxborough. And yet Elliott Wolf has refused to slam the door shut. The owners' meeting's response from the executive vice president of player personnel was a careful non-answer about scheme shifts and roster contingencies. Read between the lines, and you hear a front office leaving itself one bullet in the chamber if the bigger trade falls through. Diggs led the team in receiving yards in 2025 with 1,000 and change. After coming back from an ACL tear nobody expected him to recover from in time for Week 1. He set the pre-game tone. He hyped up undrafted rookies. He turned a culture into a slogan. The question is no longer whether he is good enough. The question is whether the Patriots even have room. Because the answer to a much bigger question is about to land in early June, and the entire receiver math depends on it. While every camera in the country has pointed at the wide receiver soap opera, the Patriots' defense has gotten quietly better. Christian Gonzalez is still the team's lockdown corner, the kind of cover man who erases a side of the field before the snap. Marcus Jones is back. Carlton Davis is back. Milton Williams is back. And inside next to him is Christian Barmore at full health after an injury-riddled stretch. The interior front that wrecked C.J. Stroud for 4 interceptions in the divisional round is fully intact, and the linebacker level behind them returns Robert Spillane as the leader of the room. The bones of a top 7 defense are still standing. The additions are what raised the ceiling. Dre'Mont Jones signed a 3-year, $39.5 million pact to add power off the edge across from Harold Landry. He delivered a career-high 7 sacks in 2025 and brings 69 career starts. Kevin Byard signed on as the new safety opposite Craig Woodson. He is 33, but he was named first-team All-Pro for the 3rd time last season and led safeties with 7 interceptions. He played for Mike Vrabel in Tennessee, so the chemistry is already there. Woodson is the centerpiece of the back end going forward, a young safety entering year 2 after a debut that earned him real defensive snaps in a Super Bowl run. Then you stack the rookie edge rusher Mike Vrabel had to climb the draft board to get. 8 slots up, 2-day 3 picks given away. The Patriots front office told the league exactly how badly they wanted this guy. The defense ranked 2nd in the NFL in stunt rate during the 2025 season, and the new piece slots into that exact wrap rusher role like the scheme was written for him. He is 21 years old. He bench pressed 30 reps at the combine. He led the Big Ten in sacks his senior year, and his addition turns a defense that allowed only 26 points across 3 playoff wins into something teams will dread on their schedule. You are about to find out who he is. First, the surprise weapon on the other side of the ball. Nobody is talking about a 6-foot, 244-pound fullback as the X factor of an entire NFL offense, and the Patriots are fine with that. Reggie Gilliam signed a 3-year, $12 million deal in March to become the highest paid fullback in football. The price tag matters because of what it tells you about the offensive vision. Josh McDaniels is rebuilding the lead block, the inline tight end shifts, the I formation pre-snap motion he ran during the dynasty years. The Bills used Reggie Gilliam as a lead blocker for James Cook, and Cook ended up with 1,600 plus rushing yards and the league rushing title in 2025. That is the blueprint coming to Foxborough. The Patriots' run game in 2025 had a cap on it. Ramondre Stevenson finished with around 600 yards. Tre'Veyon Henderson finished his rookie year with 911 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns, and was still left short of 1,000 because the room split carries and the red zone froze. New England converted only 51% of its red zone trips, 24th in the league. Without a real fullback ahead of the back, Drake May ended up forced into arm throws to keep drives alive. Add Reggie Gilliam at the point of attack with the new offensive line, and the math changes. Henderson averaged 5.1 yards per carry as a rookie. Picture what happens when the lead block shows up. The lineage matters too. James Devlin ran this exact role during the Brady era. Jakob Johnson ran it after him. McDaniels has built the most production around an offense that uses 21 personnel as a deception tool, an I formation that breaks into 5 wide, a fullback who motions out and runs a real route. Reggie Gilliam has already publicly said he sees untapped potential as a ball carrier and a pass catcher in this scheme, and he name-dropped Devlin in his introductory press conference. Pair him with Ramondre Stevenson as the bell cow and Tre'Veyon Henderson as the explosive home run threat, and the Patriots have the run game they were missing in the Super Bowl. Now, to the rookie with the entire coaching staff in love. The Patriots traded up 8 slots in the 2nd round of the 2026 NFL Draft to land him. They sent the 63rd overall pick, a 4th rounder, and a 6th rounder to the Los Angeles Chargers for the 55th pick. With it, they took Gabe Jacus, an Illinois edge rusher who led the Big Ten with 11 sacks as a senior team captain and racked up 27 sacks across 50 career college games. He is 6'4", 260 pounds, ran a 1.59 yard split, and benched 30 reps at the combine. He wears number 50 in Foxborough. Mike Vrabel wore 50 in Foxborough. The symbolism was not an accident. The reporting from Doug Kyed at the Boston Herald was where the inside story landed. Patriots coaches were quote-unquote ecstatic when the front office traded up. Brett Bielema, the Illinois head coach who coached alongside Joe Kim on the Patriots staff, used the word relentless about him. Joe Kim said the rookie wore out his office, talking about pass rush 20 hours a day. He asked Mike Vrabel for the Patriots playbook the day after his top 30 visit. He was a state champion wrestler in Florida before he was a college edge rusher. The combination of the work ethic, the violence in his hands, and the bull rush toolkit slots him into the wrap rusher role on the line, stunts the Patriots ran second most in the NFL. The rest of the haul reinforces it. Caleb Lomu at pick 28 is the new starting offensive tackle protecting Drake May's blind side. Eli Raridan in the 3rd round adds a vertical seam, stretching tight end behind Hunter Henry. Braden Swinson in the 5th round adds developmental pass rush depth. The team also has Elijah Ponder entering year 2 after a promising undrafted rookie season, plus the free agent Draymond Jones and the returning Harold Landry. The edge room went from a question to a strength in one offseason. Gabe Jacus is the headliner because the coaching staff said so first. He is the defender Vrabel had to have, and the front office gave up 2 day 3 picks to make it happen. That is the loudest endorsement you give a rookie. The 2025 Patriots went 5-1 inside the AFC East and won the division for the first time since 2019. The 2026 division setup is even softer. The Buffalo Bills stay a contender as long as Josh Allen is upright, but their front office lost a fullback, a starting offensive lineman, and pieces of the secondary in free agency. The Miami Dolphins are heading into another year of quarterback uncertainty after a 6-11 season. The New York Jets are projected to roll into 2026 with a new quarterback, a roster mid-rebuild, and a coaching staff still proving itself. 2 of the 3 division opponents are not contenders. The 3rd is wounded. The Patriots already proved what these matchups look like when the team is healthy. They beat the Jets 42-10 on the road in Week 17. They closed out the regular season with a 38-10 win over the Dolphins at Gillette Stadium. The Bills were the one division loss, a 35-31 shootout in Week 14, and even that game came down to the final possession. Project that same template forward into 2026 with a healthier roster, a sharper Drake May, a real fullback, an upgraded offensive line, and Gabe Jacus terrorizing AFC East quarterbacks. And you are looking at 4 free wins inside the division before you count the Bills games as toss-ups. The home schedule is the icing. Gillette Stadium hosts the Broncos, Raiders, Vikings, Packers, and Steelers in 2026. Some of those teams are in transition. Some of them have new quarterbacks. None of them have a defense the Patriots cannot run on, with Reggie Gilliam clearing the path. Add the AFC East home games to the home slate, and the Patriots have a path to a 6-2 record at Gillette without breaking a sweat. The road is where it gets harder, and the road is where the next reveal lives. Because if there is one phone call left to make this offseason, it is the one that turns this roster from AFC East champion to AFC favorite. That call is days away. Adam Schefter went on the Pat McAfee show and said it on the record. Ajay Brown knows where his future is heading. The trade is coming. The compensation is a 2028 first-round pick. The timing is on, or just after June 1st, 2026. The Eagles' dead cap charge for moving Brown drops from $43.5 million before June 1st to $16.5 million after, which is the entire reason the calendar matters. New England has the cap room. New England has the receiver need. New England has the head coach A.J. Brown wants to play for. Every box checks. The deal is functionally already done, and only the calendar is keeping it from being announced. Mike Vrabel angle is the one outside reporters keep underplaying. Mike Vrabel coached A.J. Brown in Tennessee. Brown talked about him publicly during his last contract negotiation. The relationship is real, and it is the reason the Eagles have not had a competing bidder driving the price up the way Davante Adams went for in 2022. The Patriots are getting a 28-year-old wide receiver, 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons, a deep ball weapon, a contested catch monster, and a separation creator on intermediate routes. Brown's contract carries a first-year cap hit of $7 million on the new team, with roughly $29 million in cash. The Patriots absorb the cash easily. The cap hit barely registers. Run the receiver room with A.J. Brown added, Brown as the X, Romeo Doubs as the Z, Kayshon Boutte in the slot. Kyle Williams in year 2 after a Patriots rookie season that already produced touchdown grabs against Buffalo. Demario Douglas as motion and screen utility. Hunter Henry at tight end. Eli Raridon as the rookie seam stretcher. That is a receiving corps that looks like a top 7 group in the AFC overnight. Drake May went from throwing to Stefon Diggs in a thin supporting cast to throwing to a true number 1 receiver in his prime. The MVP runner-up gets weapons. The Patriots get the missing piece, and the AFC East stops being a question. The only question left is how high the ceiling goes. The 2026 NFL schedule release will land in the next 2 weeks, but the matchups are already locked. The Patriots travel to Seattle for a Super Bowl 60 rematch against Sam Darnold and the Seahawks defense that hung 29-13 on them. They travel to Kansas City to face a healthier Patrick Mahomes. They travel to Chicago, Detroit, Jacksonville, and Los Angeles for the Chargers. Those 5 road games are the test slate. Every other game on the calendar tilts in the Patriots' favor. Sharp Football Analysis ranks the projected strength of schedule the 12th easiest in the NFL based on Vegas win totals, a step up from the easiest schedule in football a year ago, but a manageable one for a roster this deep. The prediction lines up cleaner than most fan bases would admit. Drake May has a full offseason inside Josh McDaniels' offense for the 2nd straight year. The defense lost 0 starters of consequence and added 2 all-pro caliber pieces in Kevin Byard and Draymond Jones, plus a 2nd-round rookie in Gabe Jacus. The run game finally has its lead blocker. The wide receiver room is days away from adding A.J. Brown. The team is the 2 seed, coming back from a Super Bowl appearance with a quarterback in his 3rd year, hungrier than anyone in the league about how the last game ended. That is a 12-win team, minimum. Drop your record prediction down below before you click off, because the comments are going to fly on this one. The bigger swing is which Super Bowl rematch breaks first, the road trip to Seattle or the home schedule that softens around the Patriots like a layup. Lock in 11 wins as the floor, lock in 13 as the ceiling. The AFC East is already over before the schedule even drops. The wild card is whether Drake May finishes his MVP campaign 1 vote shy a 2nd straight year, or whether he wins the trophy outright with A.J. Brown lined up wide. Hit the subscribe button so you do not miss the A.J. Brown signing breakdown the second the trade goes through, because that video is going to be the loudest one of the offseason. And as always, let's go Pats.